Are you running out of anime series to watch? Don't worry, here is another new list of some great action superpower anime with a strong main lead. I didn't include any anime that are already hugely popular, like the big three, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. So welcome back to Animeology, and today, we will show you the top 10 superpower anime with a hellishly strong main character. Before we begin, be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more anime top 10s, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 10. Tatsuya Shiba, Mohoko Koko no Retusei. Mohoko Koko no Retusei is set in the year 2095, where the world has discovered magic and utilized it as a form of technology. The series is focused on the Shiba siblings, Tatsuya and Miyuki, and their life as new students in a magic university. Tatsuya is considered one of the strongest, if not the strongest, character in the series. His abilities vary greatly from other magic users. It's even possible that he has no magical abilities at all, but instead has something even greater, like a superpower or something. He specializes in long-range precision attacks and is strongly implied to have the greatest attack strength in the whole magical community. Aside from his complex magical abilities, Tatsuya possesses supreme combat abilities. He studied under one of the most famous ninjutsu users and is capable of defeating his opponents with physical strength alone. He's frequently shown to use his combat abilities along with his magic. He's also very knowledgeable in the field of magic engineering and is capable of understanding complex magical theories and structures. Number 9. Akuto Sai Ichiban, Ushiro no Daimao. The story of Ichiban Ushiro no Daimao primarily revolves around Akuto Sai and his enrollment in the Constant Magic Academy. He desires to be a high priest in order to help his fellow humans and to benefit society. However, his life changes forever when the school's oracular spirit, Yagatarasu, proclaims him as the future Demon King. Nearly everyone in the student body grows terrified of him, but some seek to take advantage and use his power to achieve their own goals. Akuto Sai has virtually unlimited potential, and perhaps because of this, the oracular spirit declared him the Demon King of the future. He's the only one who is seen to have complete control over mana, an energy projected by all living things. He's capable of creating various energy projectiles, explosions, and even absorbing mana from other beings, thus rendering them powerless. Due to his immense power potential, Akuto sometimes finds himself having a great difficulty controlling his powers and can end up causing random explosions. Number 8. Katsumi Yagami Kaze no Stigma.
The wind. And there are nice try, but wind magic can summon spirits faster. I see.
The story is focused around Yagami Katsuma after he has been banished by the Kusanagi family because of his lack of ability to wield the element of fire. 4 years have passed, and Katsuma returns to Japan as a powerful wind user. However, just as he arrives, he is blamed for a series of murders of the members of the Kusanagi family. Now he finds himself in the middle of a war between the Yagami and Kusanagi families. Katsumi Yagami is a wielder of the wind element, also known as Fujitsushi. He is capable of controlling the wind element to execute different kinds of techniques and attacks. Even among other Fujitsushi, Katsuma is deemed to be the strongest. He can wield other elemental powers except for fire. Whenever Katsuma becomes enraged, his eyes turn bright red and he becomes able to produce pure black winds. He displays mind-reading abilities while in this state. Number 7. Goto Kusanagi, Campione. The story of Campione revolves around Goto Kusanagi when he unknowingly killed a heretic god. After killing the god, Goto is declared to be a god slayer or campione. Now Goto finds himself encountering all sorts of beings like witches, gods, great knights, and other campiones. Goto has displayed many abilities common to that of a campione. These abilities include, but are not limited to, magical resistance, immense magical power, and luck manipulation. Because Goto has defeated the heretic god Varathragna, he is also capable of using God's 10 incarnations of power. Each power can only be used once a day, and some require a specific condition to be used. Aside from his Campione abilities, Goto is shown to be a good tactician and a deceiver. He has tricked a number of his opponents to his traps, and some ended up defeating themselves. Number 6. Akatsuki Asawa, Hagure Yusha no Aesthetica. The story is set in a world where young men and women are randomly transported to a magical world called the Alucard. Those who survive the magical world would return with supernatural abilities. An organization called Babel has been established to protect the returning heroes and give them training to help them control their power. The plot follows Akatsuki Asawa after he returned from the Alucard after he defeated a Dark Lord and whisked away his beautiful young daughter. Akatsuki is a practitioner of a martial art known as the Renkinkai Kiko. This martial art gives the user the ability to manipulate and control the chi of anyone and everything around him. He has been known to apply this martial art to develop different kinds of techniques. Some of his abilities include immense physical strength, nigh invulnerability, healing, and energy projection. Akatsuki's mastery of the Renkinkai Kiko makes him the most powerful character in the series. Number 5. Alucard, Hellsing Ultimate.
Is this all you've got? Even after you awaken that dried-up hell demon and take him into your body, is this really all the power you can muster?
Abraham Van Helsing did the impossible. He defeated a great and powerful ancient vampire and bound him to do his bidding. Hundreds of years have passed, and his descendants created a secret government organization that serves as the first line of defense against the many supernatural threats that loom over the country. The plot of the anime follows the Hellsing organization as they face different kinds of supernatural threats like ghouls and vampires. Alucard is considered the most powerful vampire as well as the most powerful being in the whole series. He's the only one true immortal and cannot truly be killed. He displays vast vampiric abilities that other vampires just don't have, like summoning familiars and absorbing the abilities and memories of anyone he killed. He enjoys battles and tends to prolong his fights just to belittle and insult his opponents before finally killing them. Even with his vast powers, he remains loyal to the Hellsing family. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time for my pronunciation of our number 4 spot. Izayo Sakamaki, Mandaji Tachi ga Isekai Karakuru so desu yo.
That's all you can do?
3 gifted children, Sakamaki Itsayoi, Kudo Asuka, and Kasukabe Yo, are blessed with tremendous psychic powers. One might think that this would make their lives more exciting, but the kids just found it too boring. On one fateful day, they receive an envelope that transports them to an unknown world known as the Little Garden. This place is full of people who, like them, possess supernatural gifts. It is further revealed that they were summoned by a member of a fallen community who calls herself Black Rabbit in order to help them defeat the tyrannical Devil King. Itsayoi Sakamaki is a very powerful Esper because of his mysterious ability called Code Unknown. Not much is known about his ability aside from its devastating effect to nullify and destroy other people's gifts. Aside from his powerful gift, he also displays tremendous strength and speed. Number 3. Adam Blade, Needless. The story is set in the year 2130, 50 years after World War III. The city of Tokyo, Japan, is now no more than a huge crater that has nothing in it but contaminated rubble. The fallen city is now declared as one of the many black spots located through Japan. These areas are eventually populated by outcasts and vagrants. Exposed by the contamination, these outcasts and vagrants eventually developed supernatural abilities called fragments. Those who wield such fragments came to be known as the Needless. Atom Blade is the first ever successful experimental subject of the Atom Project. He is a destroyer priest and is considered one of the most powerful characters in the series. Blade displays a lot of abilities such as super strength, endurance, and vast healing powers. He also displays superhuman invulnerability thanks to a special metal called Orichalcum attached to his skeletal structure. His special ability is called Zero, a powerful needless fragment ability that allows him to memorize and copy other needless priests' powers. Number 2. Laefon Wolfstein Alsif, Chrome-Shelled Regios. Chrome-Shelled Regios is set in a post-apocalyptic future where Earth is overrun by mutated beasts called filth monsters. Humanity is forced to create homes in huge mobile cities called Regios. Here, the humans learn to create and use weapons called the Dite, and harness them with the power of K to battle the beasts that threaten to wipe out mankind. Laefon is considered to be one of the strongest characters in this series. He is deemed worthy of the title Heaven's Blade at a very young age of 10. He displays skills including the ability to move at high speeds, a tremendous amount of strength, and the ability to create illusionary tricks. He also has the ability to break down K, a power source, only by observing it flow. Number 1. Reiner Lute, the legend of the legendary heroes. This story follows the life of Reiner Lute, a student enrolled in the Roland Empire Royal Magicians Academy. Lute's adventure begins when he is tasked by King Sion Astal to search for the relics of the legendary hero. Along his way, he discovers a deadly curse that is slowly spreading all throughout the continent. Reiner Lute possesses the power called the Alpha Stigma. This power manifests whenever his eyes glow red and his pupils transform into a star-shaped formation. The Alpha Stigma is said to be a curse that is laid down upon humanity by the ancient dark gods. The stigma allows Lute to analyze, copy, and use any magical spells he sees. This gives him vast magical knowledge and the ability to cast a wide variety of spells. Aside from his Alpha Stigma, Lute is also the host of a dark god. This makes him even more powerful than the other Alpha Stigma bearers. However, if he is under great emotional distress, he can lose control of his sanity, which could lead him to destroy anyone and everything around him.